little bit until they get their BKBs, and then take a fight or two that they actually win quite decisively. Because Timber Saw right now is also looking mighty strong. Almost Kaya Sanch already. Then he's gonna be sitting at 2.3k health, status resistance, casual cloak. I like that a lot.
Yeah, 9 gonna be in a driver's seat at the moment. Despite the fact that they really don't have a lot of lockdown, they've done a good job of making sure that Spirit kind of feel locked down in this game, and that's due to the fact that the map just doesn't feel as open for them at the moment. Losing that mid-tier 1's a big part of that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Losing early tier 1 mid towers can really just ruin the game because they have such an easy access to your jungle.
Saksa probably dead. And by probably, I mean he is definitely dead. The 3 raises land. Saksa falls to Toronto, Tokyo. And Maposhka still holding the high ground a little bit, maybe waiting to potentially get snaking, but there's nobody here to help him, so he's kind of off on his own, and they're pinging out these wards. They know exactly where they are, and that'll be cleaned up immediately and give him 161 gold. Plus the fact that 33 is here. Maposhka behind the tree, just able to TP out.
He literally hooked the Razor with a timber chain and then tipped him. I don't know what that was about. Look what I can do.
BKB soon for the Shadow Fiend, and that's a jumping off point if you're Spirit, but Tundra, they're kind of looking like they might be ready for power spike hits for them.
Buti di nakapilit yung sa boss kayo in the band.
Ayun lang. Razor is gonna be a really big one. Like, Razor BKB is one of the strongest in the game, and they're very reliable on that one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kunkka one's not a bad start though. I think SF already has his flying out right now. Yeah, he just needs 800 on the Razor and then they're ready to fight.
Triple BKBs is certainly a good point to want to fight in. And you can see like Spirit are starting to take a little bit of the map. They're clawing their way back in net worth wise, strictly farming, right? Like, yeah, they got the kill on Saksa, but overall on the map, they're still finding space to get it done. Not as much pressure as Tundra was putting on before. They got a little bit complacent.
Binibenta mo yung action figure mo, boss, hindi o game sarap eh.
Yeah, I do think that Tundra should be aggressing quite a bit more. But they got the Kaya Sanch on the Timber, they're looking to defend bottom. If they get this post tomb on the Kunkka before BKB?
Yeah, but he's got the X, so jumping on him now may not be the move. They might want to follow him. And they've got the obs, so they see this all coming and they're going to start to retreat. They got to get out of there. They got the BKB on 33, but they're going to concede this tower. Once they saw them in the obs, that's it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, you don't want to be fighting those 2 BKBs right now. I feel like as though Tundra gave them perhaps a little bit too much space. They're going into the pit now with the Desolated skill I just picked up. But if they sniff this out on Spirit and fight this...
parang malakas ata yung hangin. Malakas may hangin.
It's a little slow already.
They need to be careful about how they go about this. Although Spirit aren't exactly rotating in just yet. And
they're not aware at all.
Yeah, it's going to be Tundra's to grab. So, Spirit coming out to them. Roach speed taken by Tundra, and they've got an Aegis into the hands of Skitter, which is a big move for them, considering they gave up the tier 1 bottom. They haven't been able to really fight and aggress just yet. But still, even with this Aegis, it's not exactly the easiest
Okay
move,
lang naman
right?
guys, no? Like, ano?
It isn't. Like, Weaver is still
like
very squishy, sitting at 1200 health.
second monitor.
Like, if he dies once, it's very, very possible he just dies another time very quickly. Is it triple BKB up yet? It is. So they're looking for a fight, despite them having the Aegis. Very passive game, to be honest, from what we're used to from both teams.
Smoke up. Stealing the Shikuchi. That's good for Mira. Mira can kind of move forward and look to grab somebody like Snake It. And stun, stun, stun. And there's a quick kill. The supports combine on that one. It was the multicast on the Fire Blast and the Shikuchi,
Radiant structures
as well as the telekinesis to kill off Mira. 3 is in trouble too. Forced to pop the BKB.
Yes, sir.
That's not a great first usage of that
Tama,
BKB
nabili yan,
when you're able
boss.
to get
Ganda
forced
ng
back
Gita,
just
Mio,
immediately
boss.
like that.
Saan ka ba ito ulit nabitay
Certainly
na
not happy
nakalimutan
with where
ko?
that's going to land you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the fighting power right now is definitely in the favor of Team Spirit. Sure, you have a 3k gold lead, but your Timbersaw doesn't do anything against BKBs. You land a good doom.
Kung maalala nung shop yun mamaya tingnan ko. All games herald.
Bottom tier 2 goes down. Like they just got the first that bottom tier 1 a moment
Solid
ago.
yung
That was their
Gio
first
Tomioka,
tower,
no?
and right through onto the tier 2 because of the fact that Tundra
Wala
didn't feel
naman.
comfortable fighting
Actually,
that,
umiilaw
the
pa yan.
BKBs available for the
Hindi ko
side
lang
of
sa
Spirit.
inaano.
So Shikuchi avoiding the Illuminate,
Yung ano
making
niya,
sure
yung
that they
base,
found some space, but they got
tsaka
the
yung-
Aether Lens, so
meron kasi
the
siya
range
parang
there on the
landed
telekinesis.
na
33 is not going to have the BKB for 40 more seconds, with the BKB being popped by Toronto Tokyo.
Kailangan
Now
ng power
maybe
bank.
Tundra just take their lead. They got the BKB out of the Shadow Fiend, and that's okay for them. There's a lot of time until that's back up.
Anong shop yun? Pero ang pangalan niya,
Yeah, there's also
naalala
DD
ko,
bottles, so that DD won't be able to be used in conjunction with that BKB.
At least that's
Blackwing Studio,
Yeah.
Gio.
Yeah, no, what I mean is that the BKB won't be
1/6
off cooldown when the DD pops,
Resin.
which could have potentially been a teamfight winner for them.
Angas pas angas, no? Solid yan, gago, umiilaw yan.
kind of quiet. As
Tinatamad lang ko lang
you seem to just farm.
Kasi nga, power bank.
Yeah, the more important the tournaments get, the more quiet the games tend to be.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
X
Radiant's middle
go all the way
tower
back
has
to
fallen.
base.
Radiant structures are fortified.
See Tundra.
Is under attack.
Their odds were pretty low. They were seeming to be the favorites there, and I don't know if I agree with that. I think Spirit's kind of in a decent spot.
I mean, Spirit is in a decent
Watch
spot,
more than I
however,
mean, guys.
they got away with so much greed on the Doom already.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's like, he has
Now they
Blink,
got that
and
blink dagger. Oh my gosh.
exactly, like, if they get a Doom initiation before
Dire's
BKB is
top
used,
tower is under attack.
I don't know how they fight back on Spirit.
Oh, Yatoro in a bad spot. Oh, they got the Doom, but he got the BKB off first. So can he get away
Running.
from this? He's got a TP coming in from Collapse. They're going to bring the Razor over, look for the Requiem, and that's going to land down right on top of the Doom. Doom's in trouble, and now here comes Collapse. 33, he's already dead. The Doom's going to end up being a waste, but they've got the telekinesis, and they throw over Staking.
Is under attack.
Interesting dispose range when you've got the Aether Lens and the dispose on the Rubik anyway.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, that
But
fight
it
goes
was
their
wrong.
way, and Doom's on cooldown. Like, what do you do? The double damage is here for Toronto Tokyo. This is a tier 3.
They have the presence effect aura building as well.
They're gonna try and go onto the Kunkka. He's low. He's in trouble.
he's just dead.
He's got the ghost ship, but that's not gonna keep him alive. Sneaky gets the kill there. Now 9.
Well, 9 is a
Chakram's
Shiva's
stolen,
guard.
and he's going forward from Aposhka. Chakram onto the Ogre, but he'll try to TP out to no avail as they got the dispose, and they get themselves a
Okay,
second.
nah, my
Opex
Shivas
Girl
guy.
gonna run over the high ground and get themselves a tier 3, but that's not what's happening. Instead, Tundra with a successful defense as they'll take out a third.
Yeah, that Shiva's guard on the Timbersaw surprised even me. It had 0 damage to bring him down. They thought they could turn around and kill him. No chance. And now Timbersaw is such a menace that even with 4 or 5 people hitting him, he just doesn't die. He has too much armor. Have we spoke about Team Spirit kind of, you know, having to push the pace a little bit? They really didn't manage to punish the Timbersaw at all, or the Doom.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And now even Skeeter is almost into his BKB now. Game is looking very rough for
Dire's
Spirit.
bottom tower is under attack.
Fights like that, though, like where Spirit end up having a little bit of an advantage, it felt like they might be able to run away and take the bottom set of racks or even just the tier 3.
Saan mo nabili mga figurine mo,
Board
boss?
there. And,
Yung iba, yung
well, the
maliliit,
response
yung
from
mga
Tundra,
Van
and
Presto,
now it's
mga
at
Funko Pop,
7,000 net worth
Kelgador
up.
sa Shopee.
Yeah,
Tapos
they can look
yung
easy at
mga
high ground
malalaki
defense.
naman.
Like, they don't have a vessel, which is what I'm
Lalo
something
na
I'm
to
very
si
surprised
Gio.
by. I guess they don't have the best vessel builder, but
Yun sa mga...
not building vessel against Timbersaw is really rough.
gold did they get out of it? That they gained 4,000 on their net worth lead off of that fight because they bought back on the Marcy, but nobody bought back on Spirit. So just that fight alone.
So
was
Toy
worth
Shop
so
Manila.
much.
Yeah, it was a very important fight. 100%. That was like the strongest timing of Spirit. Now the next timing is gonna be like 10-15 minutes into the future, with all the physical damage and stuff building up. Right now they don't feel super strong though. There's an AC down on Kunkka, which is minus 12 armor on everybody in conjunction with the SF aura. But we've already seen Timber, he doesn't care about that.
Step lively now.
Toy Shop Manila, baka naman, no?
Radiant are scanning.
But Skidder cares about that.
Ewan ko, madidalas ka talaga, Kag.
And so does 33 still. They don't have the highest armor count, but if that ever gets up to a significant level, yeah, I don't know how they win teamfights.
Over to the side, and they've got the Doom out, but it's on a collapse. They get the kill on a 33. They'll take out Snake King. Toronto Tokyo with a killing spree and a couple of kills there for Spirit.
Yeah, easy peasy. Now, there's still no stuns on Tundra, right? So there's always going to be a problem. And they will have to outplay Team Spirit to win those teamfights. Oh. X marking back the Razor. I mean, tri-core lineups are always really scary to go up against, of course. Like, cause every mistake you make, like they just did, just brings them further and further to their
Radiant's middle tower
extreme
is
late game
under
potential.
attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Spirit feel like they can devastate more with each victory, right? Like take these towers and
It's so fast.
Radiant's
With the
middle
AC and the
tower
talent of the
is
SF, minus 12 armor on
Dire's
buildings.
bottom tower is under attack.
Roche is, it's a quick one. Only a minute away. Look at where Sots is, just trying to cut the creep wave.
Yeah, very deep.
He's got so much gold. He's close to that Ags.
Oh man, that axe, what is it called? Willow Wisp.
Dire's
this
bottom
one
tower
did, no?
is under
One of the
attack.
better axe upgrades in the game. Of course, BKB Renaissance is somewhat useless.
Zombie mode talaga si
Still
Louie.
have 3 BKBs, so we'll see how strong it is. Honestly, with the lack of disables, I would have much rather preferred like a Hex or something. But let's see how much damage this Willow Wisp can deal. Well,
And they caught
Disabled
themselves
of it.
the Marcy, and with the Ghost Ship, they get the kill. That's something
Roche
that
up
might
10.
allow them to get Roche. Yeah, 40 seconds without the Marcy.
Dire's bottom tower
All of a
is under
sudden,
attack.
well, you don't have that little bit more into these fights.
Sorry,
with
gusto
the
ko
Scout the
disables and
Roche, guys.
everything.
Pero ewan ko bakit
No one's
bawal
scouting
na
this pit.
stream.
Yeah, nobody there yet, and it's up.
What's mo?
You guys gotta scout the pit. You know it's already time to respawn potentially. I think there was a free Roche if they're all there right away.
Yeah, now it's not.
No, and that shard is so useful for Toronto Tokyo.
Dire's
He gets the
bottom tower
free
is
fear
under attack.
and the crit of it. You can see that it's all building into pure damage now.
Looks like Tundra is setting up to fight
Pero yung
towards
side
Roche,
kasi
the
ni
way they're
SF,
grouping up and
tangina mo,
wrapping around,
nababawasan
but
yung soul mo.
Spirit will do the same. It's going to be a
Okay lang,
5-man
pero
smoke.
pangit, di ba?
The only one showing at the moment is 33,
I mean, may ano siya,
or 9, that is.
pros and cons. Pros and cons pa.
Yeah, 9 is so incredible. Thank you. Look at his health. 3.1k
Ooh.
HP.
Luminate comes in,
they stole the
and
Doom.
they stole the Doom. That's going to be out onto the Timber to start. They'll look for the Requiem, and that
No.
comes in.
He's dead.
And with the BKB on 33, he's going to be into the fight, but he's not going to do anything with it. They already got
Doom
the kill
yung
on 9.
Timber,
Timber.
doon sila
He's going to keep
mag-GG.
back in as he fought back. So does the Doom. They finish off this Shadow Fiend, and now they're going to look to get the Kunkka. Kunkka with the BKB, but it's about to wear out. They need some help. The right-click damage
Ayaw
is
nila
not enough
ibigay.
just yet.
Kasi Roshan to.
Radiant's top
Ogre
tower
was
is
able
under
to
attack.
leave. Yatoro may not be so fortunate. He goes into the trees away from his team, and
No
my-
reveal.
Oh, no
they didn't dust.
reveal. And
They had the dust.
They have dust.
Tang ina yun lang, may
They can't be
dust
surprised by
kami, may dust.
this.
That was a quick in and out. That juke was dirty.
They certainly didn't see that one coming. They're gonna go to Roche Pit. It's up in... Oh, I mean, it's already up. Do they have enough time, though? 20 seconds?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They say nope. They say yes. They say yes. Or of course, Spirit also knows this.
Are scared.
No Shadow Fiend. They fall back on a couple of these heroes. But you need to be careful. They're gonna blink in. They've got the Infernal Wind that's out on a Pochka, but they've got the Skater. Oh, Skater! Oh, pulled back and killed! He's got no buyback! Mapushka's gonna die, but that's well worth it when he got the stun out there. He's gonna buy back as well. They're on the chase, they're on a collapse, but here comes Yatoro. He's got the X again on the 9. You gotta remember that he bought back. You're in.
So the Chakram.
9 gets away for the moment. But without this Weaver, do you really want to fight? If you lose 33, it's not gonna feel good. Like I said, he bought back, and there's the damage gone for 80 seconds.
If they get this Aegis, the game is definitely in favor of Team Spirit again. They're running a Tricore, and they're all online pretty much. Like literally every single one of them. SF Aegis Shard, super tanky Kunkka, almost refresher down on the Razor now. Man, the last 5 minutes have been absolutely outstanding from Team Spirit. Just the way they fight. Master Initiation also found.
Oh, sneaking. X gone. There's no way.
This Chakram on Rubik actually did way too much damage.
The fight all off the back of you were having that Doom too, right? Like,
yeah, I didn't actually realize that initially. When did he steal that in the river there?
Structures are fortified.
must have been when that Doom didn't do anything for them.
The high ground defense is good though. Like, but they're just holding for it. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower.
Telekinesis, and look at that. Soxa just ripped apart. Toronto, Tokyo doing a lot of damage. They've got the Aegis in the hands of the Shadow Fiend too, and they're gonna take this mid set of racks. Like I don't know at this point if Tundra's able to accomplish anything.
How decisive are they, man? They just bolt nothing, a tower just to run in with the damage reduction. That is so well played. Gives them two sides of racks.
Bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks is falling.
And the game went from like 9k
Pinilit na rin nila, no?
7K
Tumalan pa rin si
in,
3-3.
6 minutes?
Maybe even less than that, honestly.
Hindi naman yung S.
Take a look.
Bakit sinamana doon, Rosa? Hindi nga alam.
Like, you know what I mean though, right?
Hindi talaga. Kung napatay siguro nila si Kung. Kapag napatay si Kung kanina, walang buyback eh. Tapos yung Rosa niyo.
Like, it doesn't have a whole lot of impact at all.
Ano yung Weaver? 0-1-3. Hirap po yun, hirap. Initiator nila, Dome.
What do you do now if you're Tundra? It felt like you were in a decent spot.
It's so tough.
So they don't even go to the Axe on Soxa. He chose to go to a Daggett. They want to
Disable kasi ng Tundra.
Yeah.
Mga silang,
Okay.
ano ba? Dome.
I mean, it's a Dagon 2, it's not bad, I guess, but...
Would you have wanted that, but...
Rap
Like,
mahi.
this could be a hex, like, quite literally.
Disable
It
talaga.
could have been an Axe, it could have been anything, but just a little bit of a bit of burst damage.
Well, this Tricore is way too scary right now. The refresher on the Razor. Oh, they're smoking in again. They might find Skidder.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They have a gem on the Razor. Oh, they see Skidder, they see Skidder, they see Skidder.
Has fallen.
Oh, they're moving in, they got him! They have the lockdown, but the force step back. Skidder is forced to use that ult. And he's gonna go the other way. Collapse is in right on top of him. They have him, so they get the kill, they'll take him out. There is nothing that he was able to do there. He tried to maybe get away with his ult, but that ult just put him in a worse positioning.
So now the thing is,
Radiant's top tower is under
he
attack.
probably didn't BKB because he wants to buy back and maybe force a fight on their terms. So Team Spirit has to be careful they don't fall for that bait. Like, if they just rush into the high ground now, that is a comeback chance for Tundra, potentially. It dies fast, so they have to be decisive.
They need to know what they want.
Also, we didn't really speak about it too much, but this is the perfect Ogre draft. 3 right clickers in your team, paradise. But he's not committing his buyback at all.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
20 seconds, and this last set of racks to go for. Oh,
That's the buyback. Where's the initiation though?
The Hex was there from 9, but they didn't go and follow it up with anything. They're just gonna leave for free.
Yeah, if you buy this, you gotta go in there. Like,
They might double turn back. They've got a double damage top that they could just hold on to.
ooh, double damage SF, let's go. Yeah, hitting for about 500 a pop now.
Your admiral is on board.
Snaking, they're looking at snaking, they found him. Goodbye, sir.
Yep. It's killing Chikuchi.
Lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, more sneaky play potential. Look at the Ogre, just bought with Vlads as well, just to buff up all the carries.
I don't know what they're able to really get out of this. They've got a double damage and on the SF, and
But good news is, Age is about to expire in 5 seconds. So they're not going to lose the game just yet, because they'll probably be like a little bit more careful. But it's really on them to do something. Like, they cannot just wait and get out farmed.
at some point they're gonna have to make a move.
Yeah, 100%. They do have tools to do that, of course. They do have the side of
Uy,
right,
Nick
of
Elizalde,
course.
shoutout sa'yo, Nick Elizalde.
Doom.
Good morning, Raz. Good morning rin sa'yo.
Who
May gaming PC na ako.
I
laro
wonder
na
why he's
tayo.
going
Aray,
now with an Shiva Scar.
gaming
Probably
PC
because
na
they
yung
already have
laro
a
na.
Shiva Scar. But you just see how fast the Doom is melting in every team fight. She's dying so fast.
So we are gonna pause for a moment.
Tago-taguan, no?
But we'll
And
be
we're
back right
Game na. Nick Elizalde, tago-taguan.
Yeah.
Tago-taguan.
Yeah. I mean, they picked Carry Weaver
Pero
three
talaga
games in a
ako
row, so
mag-Dota.
they obviously
Mag-one week
really
ako hindi
believe in the
nag-Dota.
idea, but
Yung tamang nood lang.
like he just hasn't been able to do a whole lot
Masyado
of
na
anything in
akong,
this game.
magaling mag-throw.
He's 0, 2, and 3. You know, wasn't really involved in anything.
You're a trusty mate.
Weaver's also only got 2 charges on this Deso.
That should help.
Yeah. And what do you do at this point when you're the Weaver? There's not a whole lot you can do at all.
And Spirit are very happy just farming and pushing the net worth lead. Because they're probably so confident that if Tundra come out of the map and they fight Spirit are confident enough to think that, well, hey, we've got the fight no matter what happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, they also just know, like, the bigger the network advantage grows, the better, in the better shape they are, right? They have literally 3 of the best scaling heroes in the game. Like, they can just wait forever. All the lanes are pushing in constantly, so they know exactly what Tundra's planning. And you see Spirit is just super, super, super patient. And in their patience also lies their strength, right? I feel like teams that know when to be patient and how to be patient properly, they're just so much more consistent than teams that don't. Like, Spirit has been doing well pretty much all season long because of that. Same with LJD, for example.
Kado has Dag in 3.
They have Lincolns on the SF, have Lincolns on the Rubik,
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Lincolns on the Kunkka. Who do you want to doom again? The Razor? Good luck.
Yeah, seriously. It doesn't feel like they're going to be able to get a Doom out on anybody, and we've seen it be a bit of an issue as well.
Oh,
Spot a courier, and they might just follow that all the way to where the team is just staying. They know it's going top, they know there's some heroes here, so they can just assume where they are. And they have found themselves a Marcy. They've got the telekinesis, they have the static link, they have the lockdown. Skitter's going to be forced to use that BKB very early on into the fight. The Red Bull's coming on Mira, but it's not enough damage to get the kill into the Rubik just yet. Finally, 33 is able to finish him off. So a 1-for-1. Skitter's BKB will be down, and 33 will TP out.
Huh. No problem. Bye-bye. Actually, a decent trade for Tundra. Like, this Rubik is worth a lot of money.
Roche is up in 5.
Hindi wise naman pa
Short
ako.
race
Grabe.
Yeah, no buyback on the
White's
Rubik
pangat,
too. That
no?
could be a 4v5 fight. This could be the fight actually that Tundra needs to get back into the game. Or
They have
they
to
don't know
know.
about it and they just get the road for free. Where's the SF though? SF is the big hitter. Coming in now.
Ba't na ganito?
He
Oh,
just
they-
cheesed refresher card.
They cannot give away this rose for free.
It's already gone.
I don't even know if they were aware though, because they were looking for a pickup on the sidelines.
Radiant are scanning.
Satanic now picked up on Shadowfiend as well. So his HP pool is very high. Razor got a cheese. It just becomes harder and harder to kill anyone.
Dire's bottom tower.
SF got to level 25. They're 4 Presence of Aura, or Presence Aura armor.
Yeah, that's minus 11 in a massive AoE. Plus the AC, that's minus 16. Just in the entire team fight.
Your admiral is on board.
If they get to hit buildings, you will see how fast they melt.
Alright, they're gonna try and go into the high ground. They've done the Hex, it's doing to the Shadow Fiend, but it's not doing anything just yet. They've got themselves the turret that lands on a staking. The damage isn't gonna quite be there. 9 standing in the front line. Looking over at Toronto Tokyo, who will pop the Satanic.
It's a lot of damage,
Right clicks
9.
in, the damage out on a 9. There's nothing he can do with this one. The BKB being popped by 33. They've got the set of Clink on him. The kill off the Doom so fast, and they'll take out Skitter. Even with him Doom to run him down, Toronto Tokyo, he's got the ultra kill. Give him a rampage. Can he get a double? Oh, yeah, he can. Toronto Tokyo, he is ripping it up on multiple trees. Another
Triple rampage!
Oh my god! Triple rampage for Toronto Tokyo!
Sakit. Daedalus tapos yung shard. Masakit talaga yung shard niya, no,
Oh
SF.
my god!
Tangina.
One of those heroes, that was pretty insane.
Pero may
we
mga
spoke
ibang,
about the minus
may mga
armor.
ibang kukiri
Minus
SF
60,
nakikita
he
sa pub.
one-shot
Tsaka may
the
nakalaro
Marcy.
pub.
Like,
Ewan,
snaking just
ano,
spot back.
nakalimutan yata mag-shard.
You're gone. You're a mosquito, where are you?
Sakit
Spread
talaga,
against the
no,
wall.
ano.
That was
Yung crit times
an
may fear
insane
pa.
showing of damage.
Pero yung crit
Very
talaga.
quickly.
Yeah,
Wow. That was,
100%.
Ipapak na ba si Oge? Wala pa,
pretty
will
nuts.
bites.
I don't
Pero
know if
yung
I've
ano,
seen
yung
that.
set,
One of the
may set
last
na
time I
ipapak
saw
si
a
Oge.
triple rampage.
it's been a long time ago for me as well, but the biggest
Wow.
problem this game was really, like, Tundra just didn't capitalize on the advantage they've had early. They let the Trico farm up the BKBs, the next items, and there was no sense of urgency. Tundra operates best when they have late game secured. I don't want them to keep picking this carry Weaver. It just didn't feel great, and I don't feel like it fits Skeeter as well.
Panis
Yeah,
sa triple
it definitely
lang.
didn't feel like it fit the lineup either. Like, they just weren't getting enough from the Weaver, and ultimately, at the end of the day, Spirit, they looked like they were falling behind a little bit, but they ended up taking advantage and taking game 1. Like, I just don't
Okay,
know
sila. Triple.
really if they're going to go back to that Weaver, if they want to go back to the Weaver. But for Spirit, that looked...
Okay, guys. Team natin dito sa Boom versus ano, Taichi.
king. In the runes and crystals. In every frag and gank. In your personal winnings. Lock and load for PGL Arlington.
Ina.
Welcome back, Dota fans. We're here for game number 2 of Boom facing off against EG. I got wonderful Trent with me right here. We're hanging out. We're having a good time.
No longer thousands of kilometers away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to hang out. It's cool.
Yeah. Toss me like Marcy.
A little bit. Dispose.
Yeah. Only if I get the predictions wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. Like your puck pick.
To be fair, we did. Well, I didn't predict because I didn't retweet, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We did go rock climbing the other day.
And that was excellent.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I could have thrown you around while you were on belay there. That would have been fun.
That's true. Yeah. Thankfully he did not. Yeah. It's good. This guy's a monster, by the way. Yeah, you were getting up there. You were like
lift him up.
Not that kind of a monster.
Dispose.
He does that bouldering stuff.
Yeah.
You're like a boulder on the boulders.
Wow. You put your leg up, try and go for it.
He's swift. He's got the moves.
That's right.
The heel hooks.
That's good.
Yeah.
Although the people that were at the thing did the heel hooks better.
I saw you. You were great.
Okay, thank you.
Don't sell yourself short.
Ooh, they are feeling Boom right now on the old Betsterinos, aren't they?
It's like, what, we got like 15, 20 points up there, you know? Moving down, moving up. Things change.
To be fair, I think a lot of it was the draft. The draft, to me, felt like there were some really glaring deficiencies. Maybe not deficiencies, really good things that Boom had put together. And I think the best one of those was Dawnbreaker.
That was very good. I also think that Boom just played how Boom plays,
Yeah.
and I don't think the heroes on EG are very good versus the way that Boom plays. Like Earthshaker in the year 2022 can be tough to make work. Like Wyvern very good, but in combination with Earthshaker, they both ended up suffering because neither of them ever got an item.
You know what the real answer is?
They got shards.
It's the long con. They're trying to get Shaker buffed before TI. Then Crit's going to be ready.
Okay, well that might work. I guess we'll see if he picks it again.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Time will tell. You know what else? We're into the draft already, all you fine folks out there. Game number 2 right around the corner. For Boom, this would be like such a huge win for them if they could make it. There it is. Immediately gone and ban the Dawnbreaker. Like, we're done with this. Zero's too good.
That also speaks to the fact that EG don't want to first pick it,
right? Much like how Boom wants to first pick it when they have first overall. They don't value it as highly, but they're gonna respect it. Largely, I'm gonna guess because of Puck, because next they're gonna ban
10
Tiny,
seconds remaining.
Okay.
right? And then Boom are gonna ban Puck, and
5
then
seconds
EG are
remaining.
gonna pick Razor.
Dude, I don't know if they ban Puck. I feel like you might just pick Ember if you're Boom if they don't ban it. Do you want to first
maybe.
phase it? Is that too crazy? You could
no.
with the second phase, you could probably do it.
Yeah, like pick it 4th overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'll say even if you take one of those like traditional trying to be a super counter against it, Nyx Assassin or something. I mean, I've seen Yopaj deal with it really well. They banned the Timber.
Okay, so they're just like, you know, we're gonna get rid of the Dom. What would be next? What would cause similar problems for us from FBZ?
Interesting.
That's a good path of thinking, actually. I like that from EG because, like, you know, just setting up for the Puck might not be enough these days.
Okay.
10 seconds
And maybe they
remaining.
don't feel that, like, there's some teams, like, we've seen no one actually beat
5
Tiny in the mid lane on the
remaining.
Puck.
Right.
We've seen him do very well as Puck, so maybe they don't fear the matchup as much.
Also, I gotta check back through it, but I don't think that we've seen Tim's play Tiny this tournament yet so far. It's been Monkey Kings. It was, what did he play earlier?
One played Rubik, he played Monkey King.
There was something else.
Can't remember the first game.
I mean, obviously he can play Tiny, and
Yeah.
It's fine, but like,
10 seconds
I don't know if
remaining.
that's the place that Boom want to go to in the first 2.
5 seconds remaining.
But you might want to versus Puck, though.
That's true. I mean, that's fair. That's a fair point. But
Alright.
also, they picked the Monkey King into the Puck, or against the Puck, and that worked really well as well. Or no, was
His
that
hand.
them?
Look at this reserve time go. His hand's drifting to Storm.
Yeah.
It's
it's-
right now, it's
no.
slowly. The longer you guys wait,
Dude,
the closer I get to Storm Spirit.
I'm gonna be honest. The amount of reserve time used right now, that is a little concerning. They take the Tiny themselves on EG.
Yeah, and that's this whole dynamic of the Puck Tiny, right? Because Boom banned the Razor, and so it forced them in a situation where they say, like, okay, well, we don't want to pick Puck and then get Tiny, so we're going to take the Tiny. Now, you can't pick Puck, but then they could do, theoretically, Ember +1
Yeah.
if they wanted to,
10 seconds
because they already
remaining.
banned the Viper as well, which can be, you know, at least somewhat of a
5
nuisance in the
seconds
laning stage. If
remaining.
there was some way to shut down an Ember, that is one of them. Obviously, there's many other reasons to ban Viper. It's not really relevant, but
I feel like they're not going to take Ember. I think that they're going to do like Monkey King +1, and then if Ember gets banned, they could run back for a Void Spirit or something. Maybe that
Yep.
hero's dead. We haven't seen it that much, but I know that that's obviously a great answer against Puck. So.
yes, I would not commit to Ember without the Puck being there. I think
Yeah.
as amazing as Yopaj has been today, I mean, maybe if he's that hot on it and he's just
Right.
like, give it to me, then I guess you can, but
Right.
I don't think it sounds strategically necessarily. I wouldn't mind a Chen draft as well.
Okay.
That's something that Boom is certainly capable of.
You know what? I'd actually be feeling okay if I'm EG right now. You know, you say, like, sort of mentally, I think that at Stockholm, it felt like there were times where it was hard to recover, but I think that, like, that mentality of just, you know what, it was Dawnbreaker, we're going to recover from it, we're just going to go back, we're going to play something different. I want to see how they bounce back, because I think that's going to be a good indication of where EG is at this tournament.
Oh.
They always struggle day one.
That's good, though. We didn't talk about Mercy. She was still in. She's been banned a lot today, and when she's been picked, she's looked good.
That's true.
All right, a Blink Dagger, Toss,
10
Dispo,
seconds
sorry.
remaining.
Oh, man, I was worried about this at the major.
The toss.
I got Tiny and Mercy in the same game. I can't handle it.
Whoa!
Let's tosses all the way around and toss me a good hero.
Okay. Interesting.
So definitely could be Arteezy and could be Nightfall.
This is interesting. Some growth, some change up.
10 seconds
EG
remaining.
wanting to do something different. Now here's the question. Abed, Nightfall, or Arteezy?
5
Arteezy.
seconds
You
remaining.
think so?
Think so. Safe lane versus the off lane ranged hero of the Death Prophet, or at least that's what they're preparing as a possibility.
To be fair, I've seen a lot of Death Prophets, NPs deal, kind of run into some issues against Marcy. You know, you catch him out, dispose him. If you've got a Spirit Siphon or something going, suddenly he's out of position. The Treants can't do much to help you.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's not free.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
He would need to get a strong 5, I guess.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Someone who can always salvage the lane.
EG ban the Ember. Take away a couple of those heroes that were real thorns in their side from last game.
The mental safety.
That's right.
Just remove the Emperor. Don't lose to that again. And we're seeing a common trend, I think, in these second phase bans. Beastmasters, Lycans, Bloodseekers. It's basically heroes that are gonna like take the game out of control from the laning stage, and I think
Team Spirit pa rin title ko dito. Shit.
It's very good in the game, right? But the lane is actually not that strong, which is always a little bit worrying. Like, you rather want to have a good pair of heroes that can actually deal with him in the lane and shut him down in lane.
Right.
10 seconds
Which
remaining.
Terrorblade comes to mind as an amazing hero against Beastmaster.
5 seconds remaining.
Naga Siren is great. Even Phantom Lancer, Phantom Assassin. There's a bunch of heroes that can deal with him really well. But basically, like, high armor, edge carries are the best.
Weaver ban, Void Spirit ban, something we talked about in the last draft
10
was that Void
seconds
Spirit.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Void Spirit, yeah. I mean, both teams play very strong. Void Spirit, still one of the best heroes. And nowadays, people actually consider Void Spirit a counter to Puck rather than vice versa. Whereas like 2 years ago, everyone's like, yeah, just pick Puck against Void Spirit. It's gonna be like the best counter in the game. It still is. You get coiled, all your mobility tools are taken away from you.
Marcy ban as well. Would you even think? Now I'm just trying to reach outside the box here.
10
Offlane
seconds
Puck
remaining.
mid Snapfire. Is mid Snapfire a thing anymore?
It is. In
seconds
some games, it can be
remaining.
very strong, but Team Spirit is not Beast
Radiant
Coast.
team ban.
Yeah. I think this is going to just be the normal Puck middle snap. Honestly, it could be 4 or 5, but Mira plays a very strong Snapfire, so...
Danny Alchemist.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what they ban last in this phase. Banning Weaver and Marcy, so potentially a 1 or a 4 and another 4 or 5, so kind of focusing potentially the 4, which is surprising with the Snapfire already there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Marcy could also, like we said, be that 5, the way Axnova likes to play it.
I could also be Snapfire 5, like you never know.
Yeah, true. And they end up banning
Or-
Collapse's Night Stalker.
Yeah. You know, there was a time where Beastmaster was considered like the hardest counter to Night Stalker. Nowadays, you just get the shot and eat his big creep, and you're like, okay. You just counted my 6k gold item.
10 seconds
Thanks.
remaining.
Appreciate
Hashtag
that.
balance.
5 seconds remaining.
So they banned the Alchemist that we spoke about. Winter Wyvern Alchemist is a very strong lane combination.
Team Spirit's turn to pick.
And there goes the CK, so minus armor, lockdown. Right now,
Yeah.
Tundra, they do have the Arctic Burn, not straight up lockdown, I understand that, but they also have the Winter's Curse, they have the Primal Roar. It seems like at least, yes, obviously Winter's Curse and Primal Roar is
10
an
seconds
ulti
remaining.
form of lockdown. It's more than they had in the previous game.
5 seconds remaining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Winter Wyvern in general,
Team pick.
it's just such a
Enchantress.
strong pick nowadays because you can pick off. It has great team fight presence, has a great save. Like if you buy Glimmer Cape, you're virtually unkillable from almost any damage source. They go for the Ench against the Beastmaster, okay. But 33...
Could be offlane
10
Ench, but it
seconds remaining.
screams
No.
Maposhka, honestly.
it's still not Beast Coast, because
5
I
seconds
know.
remaining.
Also, that Ench didn't exactly do much in that game.
yeah. But 33 also popularized the Axe build on Beastmaster and lane, so it's probably gonna go and resort back to that.
Radiant team pick. Templar
And you go
Assassin.
TA.
It's an early TA.
Team spirits.
Yeah, early TA, and now there's the clockwork, so that brings a little bit of lockdown. Battery assault, the hook shot, get the cogs, but Spirit going into the Phantom Lancer, and is there enough lockdown for that?
I mean, we spoke about the Phantom Lance as a great answer to Beastmaster, but both Clockwork and TA do nothing to PL as well. It can be a little bit tricky against the Winter Wyvern, but if you play around it correctly and if your Puck is on top of things, should be just fine.
5
And
seconds
PL,
remaining.
yeah, this lane should be very secure, and we have already seen today how much damage the Phantom Lancer can deal. Like, Armor played it twice, and he absolutely wrecked both games.
So let's see what the final
Team
bans are.
spirits turn to ban.
It does feel like they're still missing Collapse's hero.
Yeah. And they have the last pick as well. Bad Red is already banned. A lot of Collapse's
10
heroes are banned
seconds
again.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
How about...
Radiant team ban.
Underlord is tough. Of course, they have the Wyvern already.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was thinking maybe you go to the Underlord. Would you ever throw something out of left field like the Axe?
10
Tough to-
seconds remaining.
Or Tide, maybe?
The problem is Wyvern, TA,
5
they
seconds
both
remaining.
own so many offlaners. Cause the percentage base of the Wyvern and then like the big minus armor of the TA. It's a very tough dual lane to go up against. Death Prophet, maybe? I think looks quite good.
Team spirits turn to ban.
And there goes the Lycan. So yeah, this is how they talked about you used to have to beat Tundra or beat Spirit by taking out Collapse's heroes, right? Like we've seen this in the past when drafts used to focus one person.
Well,
5 of these bans are focusing Collapse.
10
that's what they
seconds
think at
remaining.
least. But I actually think they're just gonna go to here like DP and they'll be
5
like,
seconds
ha,
remaining.
didn't expect that one, huh? Because it lanes pretty well against TA. It's very good against all these heroes in the game as well.
Does Timber do anything in this? Why not?
Yeah, Timber's good. But the problem that we had last game was stuns, right? If you only have a puck and snap as stuns, it could get a bit problematic, but if you crush lanes, it can work.
Walang tulugan, boss, ha. Yappy Krispy Kreme.
They're still,
Ano tayo
they're still
niyan?
doomed.
5 seconds remaining.
Foreign time. USA time.
That could give you stun. Infernal Blade, have the War Stomp as well. Get a Blink Dagger, BKB.
Yeah, the lane is so greedy though. I think you're just gonna get destroyed.
What, that and Snapfire?
Yeah, just because TA Wyvern, like if they get on top of you, you're just, like in so much trouble. I think
guess
the
that
safest
run
choice
isn't that good.
would just be like a DP sort of thing. A hero that runs in, gives space for Puck and PL to do things. It's not your stun per se, of course, but it's a great information giver. I mean, maybe they'll surprise us with something cool.
Team spirits turn to pick.
Troll. So, mid TA.
Yeah, I expected it already. Like, Skilla does not play TA. And the TA into the Puck is a good matchup as well. So now you're laning against Troll Wyvern,
10 seconds remaining.
which is also an insane strong dual lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Do I still like DP? It's a tough offlane pick. Nothing really screams, wow, I'm super good in this game at me.
What about offlane Abaddon?
No.
Trying to fit it in.
Venomancer.
I don't think
That's
that's bad, right? Like, that works out.
I wouldn't be bad, but maybe just go back to like a Mars or something. It just feels like whatever offlane they pick, it won't be great against Wyvern Troll. That lane is just too good. Yeah, I'm cycling through the heroes. Maybe just go back to the Timber Saw. Because the only thing I can really lane there. But then you have a Timber Saw.
Ooh.
Mars.
Choose your
Okay.
hero.
We did speak about the Mars, but I'm not impressed by that pick, to be honest. Like, Troll Wyvern should crush that lane.
You think so?
Yeah, like Troll innately level 2 has +6 armor, so it doesn't take a whole lot of physical damage from the Mars. Wyvern percentage damage means you're always going to be at like half health. They should be able to run you down quite easily.
Would there be any way that you want to switch these lanes? Would you be willing to do that for anything on Spirit to get the proper matchup?
How though? Like,
Well, that's what I'm
can you
asking.
do, right?
Is it possible?
No, I don't think so. I think we just gotta accept whatever's happening is
10
happening,
seconds
and
remaining.
maybe with some rotations with the puck and stuff, everything can work out. But the laning
5
phase looks really
seconds
rough.
remaining.
Like, mid lane should be very tough. The off lane of Spirit should be very hard to win. The safe lane, however, should be the one that, you know, is relatively simple. And Yatoro, of course, on his Phantom Lens is the winning condition, so there should be a lot of pressure coming from that.
Alright, so we'll see if Tundra can take it, if they can even the series up at 1, or if Spirit, with this current lineup, are able to hold it down. Do you think Tundra wins? What kind of percentages are you giving them?
With this draft, well, I think actually they're quite a bit favored this time around. 65-35, just draft-wise.
For Tundra? Okay.
I mean, that's, of course, you know, like, if you remove the team names, just look at the drafts.
Right.
I think Tundra's draft is quite a bit superior.
Well, we'll certainly have to see how they perform in this final game of the day, if they can end up being potentially 2-2, or if they end the day 1-3, which would be not great. That's for sure.
Yeah, would be great for Spirit though. 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. You know, Aster might be able to end 4-0 as well, and they would be the only two teams to be at the top at 4-0. So,
Prepare for
Yeah,
battle.
but of course it's early days.
yep, just early days, and we'll see if it ends up being a big deal as we get further into it, of course. And further into this game, we're gonna go as Tundra and Spirit on to game number 2. So, should be an interesting one. I haven't seen much of the Clockwork. I know it's been banned, and I've watched it in other games, but myself, in a game casting, I haven't seen much of it. It's not one of those heroes that was popular in China at all, either, where we were working. But I'm interested to see how they use it here, and how Sox is going to go and make the moves with it.
Yeah, I mean, Clockwork is such a hit or miss hero, but Saxa has been amazing on him, so I'm expecting a great performance from him. And it fits his playstyle very well as well. Like, he likes to be very aggro, in your face, invade you early on, really disrupt team fights.
Right.
So yeah, perfect choice for him. I am a little bit worried that if the offlane of Spirit and the mid lane of Spirit lose pretty heavily, which is definitely an option, like a possibility, then the game might just be over very quick, because they have this Beastmaster push power and everything. But we'll see how it goes. 3 bounties.
2 for 2.
Oh.
3 for 1. Never mind. I read the Sentry Ward as the bounty real quick, and Yatoro on the run from 33 as well as Saxa, so he's gonna be forced to order some regen. And he had gone straight Wand Quelling Blade with an Iron Branch.
Yeah, triple iron plus magic wand and a Beastmaster too. Even though there isn't really a whole lot of spells coming out here, in theory at least.
Bottom lane taking a look, and we'll see how this lane does. Like you said, you said that this Winter Wyvern is going to be a big issue for them. I could definitely see this lane with some levels getting kills though for Spirit. But
100%.
I guess that would have to end up being with Snake King not leveling Cold Embrace. Like, does he just go to level 2 in Cold Embrace and just hope that the heal outweighs the damage?
They could do that, but I would much rather they go aggressively with Splinter Blast. Like, the only way they die on the bot lane, I think, is if they get caught without Arctic Burn ready.
Right.
But if that's the case, like, Wyvern is really weak in lane if Arctic Burn is not off cooldown. But you can see once it is, so much damage. Both heroes is half health.
Yeah, not great, but Snake King is taking some damage. Mira even playing aggressive and throwing a scatter blast, and he's not afraid to get up close and personal, at least at the moment, so.
Everyone's taking a ton of damage.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. When you feel that little bit of oomph in a Bloodseeker game while pro games are going on, it probably means this is going on, or damage is happening everywhere.
Yeah, the bot lane, both teams have to play very aggressively though. Oh,
ooh, that Splinter Blast landed, and he's got the Arctic Burn. Landing this level 2, good spear. That keeps Skitter off of him, and that probably keeps him alive. With Mira pulling the creep wave all the way over. And they're going to keep it just out of the tower range and in a spot where they can play it a little bit safe, right?
Yeah.
Look at where this lane is being played, where Yadro is too. Kind of absurd.
Yeah, it reminds me of the old days where they changed all the like aggro mechanics of creep pulling and stuff.
Right.
Just so this kind of stuff wouldn't happen.
I used to love seeing that and how teams would go about using that mechanic. There was a point in time where, of course, you were playing in double stout axe builds.
Yeah, just cut the wave the entire time, never even shown lane. Like, you're literally like behind the T2 tower.
All these couriers being a little bit of a bait. Ooh, this one's going back towards Mira. Uh-oh. Alright, that one will escape, just barely. They both got pretty close to Mira, but Mira didn't want to go for them if he got pulled in too far and ended up losing his life for it. Fire Snap Cookie, if they can land a spear from downtown on Snake King, they'll get the first blood, and that's what they do. They catch this Winter Wyvern out a little bit too far. Meanwhile, Soxa taking a lot of damage. The impetus thrown over from Baboshka. They've got the Spirit Lance. The damage isn't quite there yet, but finally one more right-click, and Yatoro finishes him off. These axes starting to add up, and Yatoro needs to be careful.
Got one more axe.
Oh, he doesn't have the mana.
Well, 30 has to be careful. With level 2 enchant. He has no mana for. He has one more axe. One more axe.
Rocket Flare, axes. Ow. No. And now Maposhka with the impetus. Oh.
Oh, he's going aggro. He's going aggro. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, yeah. Wow. 33 didn't fall back as far as Maposhka thought he did. That's for sure.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they kind of want to go in and they want to continue to find themselves this Phantom Lancer.
Now, no boots on the clock though, so he wasn't able to catch up. And let's see, do you bring in more region? Of course you do. Give me that tango. Give me one more tango.
Yeah, he's not into Nature's Attendance yet, so he doesn't have that to heal him up either. He's gone 1-2 at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of that. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Aggression Enchantress.
Agreed. Although healing, like the Nature's Attendants are just
strong.
Too strong, honestly. Like those little buggers are, yeah, kind of ridiculous, especially in the laning phase.
I think the one big issue, and I don't know if you agree
again?
with this.
Okay.
You in trouble? No, he's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you agree with this point, but it feels like if you're gonna go Aggression Enchantress, the early levels of Nature's Attendants, when you finally do get them, don't feel as effective.
They do nothing.
Well, yeah, whereas like early on they feel super strong, but if you've now gone 4 levels of like an Impetus and Enchanter, like 2 and 2, and the Nature's Attendants just don't feel like they benefit you as much.
Yeah, it's a very strong balancing act and kind of reading the game right. Because it's not easy. Oh, Poshka. Oh, he doesn't have
Splitter
Cox yet.
Blast. Up in the, or down to the bottom lane.
Yeah. I mean, this is sort of starting to show like why Troll is so strong in this lane.
Regeneration.
Like despite having first spot, Master's still behind the net worth.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mira. He's gonna have some help from Toronto Tokyo. Taps the leash from the Dream Coil, and they'll catch him just on the edge. He was trying to use that Arctic Burn to get away from this puck, but won't be successful in doing so.
Yeah, honestly, nowadays I don't even think you really consider TA a puck counter anymore in lane. Like you just go into the fast Witchblade and suddenly you are the strong hero against TA because you can actually burn off the refraction. Or Miposhka might just be dead.
And it's off.
Caught up in traps. No.
Chance slow
versus
on the run.
slow.
And
Clock was
trying to avoid the trap, trying to avoid Saksa. Saksa, he doesn't have enough mana for Battery Assault initially, but
he can't
uses the
reach him.
Magic Stick, and now he's not fast enough. The Primal Roar is now forced to be used on the Enchantress.
Yeah, that doesn't feel too great. Because now Yatsu is gonna just be farming free in the jungle. Did he go Midas? Oh my god, Yatsu just went Magic Wand Midas.
The absolute greed.
Can't get any greedier than that. Literally impossible.
Dire's top tower is under
Worst
attack.
toy, and keeping that, giving him that extra 200 mana.
Yeah, there's just no better item yet, so why not just keep it?
I love Tumblr's toy when I'm playing Zeus. Actually feels so good.
Mira in trouble.
Dire's bottom tower.
Hey,
is
he's
under
down
attack.
bottom. Arctic Burn slowing him up. Skitter trying to get the kill, but they've got themselves the spear once again. Arctic Burn, not enough damage as he'll Fire Snap Cookie away. So Mira again playing on the edge. He's got this early headdress, that early HP regen. He's going into the boots and looking to stack. Oh, Mira! Oy, oy, oy.
Radiant's middle
Ow,
tower
ow, ow,
is under
ow,
attack.
ow. I had to use the wand.
He had to also eat a fairy fire.
Got the stack though.
Got the double stack, yeah.
To be honest though, I don't want to sound mean, but it's kind of grief when you have a Phantom Lancer. He has a very hard time farming these stacks.
True,
Dire's middle tower
but-
is under attack.
are they only meant for him?
We'll see. Maybe the team farm it. Collapse is sitting solo health down here. They're kind of trying to bait him.
Yeah, they're trying to lay him on the hook.
They already saw him though with the ward. So they know Mr. Puck is here. They won't be falling for anything.
Sometimes if you wait long enough, they show up. But they're wise to it.
Yeah, there's also just literally like a lane ward seeing everything.
By the way, Yatoro is shifted over towards mid. He's level 8. He's having a good time, and they're going to leave this Enchantress up top. Like, Miposhka's getting some solo farm. That feels great for him.
Yeah, I think Enchantress always needs some sort of farm at least. Like, you want to be the hero that runs in and scouts for a team, right? You can't just like immediately die.
Fire Snap Cookie. And that comes down, lands on a Skitter.
Really awkward though.
Collapse. He's got Arena. He's got 11 charges on the wand. They'll go to the Dream Coil. And now they'll throw down the Arena. It keeps Skitter out. Snake King lined up. And that'll block the tower from doing any damage. They're able to take out this Winter Wyvern. So, Dream Coil and Arena.
Miposhka's
I
gonna get
guess
screamed
that
at, I
feels
think.
okay.
Dire's top tower is under
Poshka on the run. Axe is coming through. Saksa trying to
Radiant's
chase.
middle tower
But
is
Poshka
under
has
attack.
ignored the Nature's Attendants all completely.
One more axe and you're
And
gone.
maybe he gets the courier before he dies. Never mind. Alright, cool.
And he's dead.
Dire's top tower is
Hey, he's
under
dead.
attack.
See, you know what I mean? Yatoro doesn't even want to farm the Ancients. Because he can.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He's attempting to now.
Yeah, he'll give it a shot. Why not?
Dire's top
He's
tower is
taking a
under
lot of
Yeah.
damage.
He's fine. Never in doubt. Look at that.
I'm looking.
Dire's top tower is
got the possessed mask as well. It's a struggle. He'll get it done eventually.
Yeah, it's not the fastest stack take.
Ko kung hindi possess mas nakuha ni...
Top lane, Dream Coil, Mortimer's Kiss is coming down. And hook shot short. Oh.
Was it short or was it missed?
I thought it was short.
Because that would have saved the Beastmaster potentially.
Short and miss or short?
Goodbye, Miposhka.
Run down, yeah.
Getting 2-shot probably.
Is able to get the rundown there and has the gold to go into the mid-throw hammers and buy out on a Desolator, holding 3,200 gold. There it is.
TA is very farmed. That's good news for them. And Troll is going for Battle Fury as well. Oh my god, there's so much greed always on Tundra, it's insane. Like, you know, usually people would be going Maelstrom with like a TA, but nah, he's like, screw that. We're in full greed.
TA top of the net worth by doing his thing.
Yeah.
Hook shot to leave. Saksa escapes the grasp of Toronto, Tokyo, and Mira. They get that Desolator finished off on 9. He gets it delivered.
They
Fast
can do
Deso.
Roche super fast. Together with the Beastmaster should be no problem at all.
Mine is truly a blessed life.
Do you try to defend this if you're Spirit and you catch wind of it? Because you've got Arena, you have Dream Coil, the Phantom Lancer. He's close to the defusal.
You mean the Roche?
Yeah, if they go for it. Can you defend
I think
that?
you want to try it for sure. Because Troll isn't also... Like, he isn't really fight ready.
Incoming.
See the next move that Toronto Tokyo wants to make? Probably he's waiting for the kisses, which are up now. They have a smoke available too if they want to use it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they're staying kind of close to Roche. I feel like Spirit understands the timings on Tundra. That they're staying kind of on the north side of the map, right? Like, near enough by Roche that if they do go
Hook shot, collapse.
Hook shot, bottom, they've got the cogs. They'll throw down the arena, and that will keep them in.
What a sick play! No way. He planted the arena in such a way that it overlapped with the cogs and it pushed him out. And then the other two were stuck inside. That was insane.
Yeah.
Great play.
That worked out pretty well in their favor. They don't have the arena now, but they are going to smoke up on two of these heroes. They'll maybe look over to help out if Miposhka gets gone on over mid. He's gone to the 2-3-0-1. And Yatoro he's got the defusal, but he doesn't have a courier to deliver it. Using that enchanted creep to pull the creep wave over to the Phantom Lancer too. Meanwhile, Mortimer's Kiss is 9 hit with the Waning Rift. Illusory Orb kisses in. Saksa though, and Snake King, Winter's Curse. It's thrown on a Toronto Tokyo. They've got the Fire Snap Cookie. That'll get him out of the cots. But Toronto Tokyo needs to be careful. Goes to the phase shift with the Illusory Orb and will jaunt away to it. Troll coming into the fight. They've got one trap on Miposhka, looking for a second. Mira's also in trouble. First hit root, and Mira. Oh, Cookie, some space.
Arctic Burn in 2 if needed.
Yeah, no way.
Radiant's bottom
He's dead.
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
And that's
Roche says hello. Yeah, got the flats finish as well, so the lifesteal's gonna be there.
Even try for this?
I mean, Pierre is very strong, but if you lose the fight there, that's how they snowball, right? So I think you just give up this Aegis.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Not
under
optimal, but at least you don't lose the game straight out.
So, TA with the Deso Treads blink already at 15 minutes into the game. That being said, it feels like TA is kind of farming real well. Yatoro's ahead of the TA.
Yeah, it's never a good sign if PL is actually that farmed, but he's not as a critical mass yet. We know the critical mass is Diffu, Heart, Manta. He's still quite far away from that. Ooh, nice dodge. I don't know if he knew that was coming, but it was a great dodge.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Might have assumed it with the wards up.
Yeah. Just overall, like, it feels like Spirit's getting away with so many little plays just because they're outplaying Tundra a little bit here and there. Like, Collapse should have died already. Yatoro should have died already, like, once or twice.
So, do you think Spirit are in an okay spot? Where is this game heading towards Tundra?
Oh no, I think Spirit are in a very good spot. Simply because the puck is really farmed, PL is really farmed. If they can weather the storm for like another 10 minutes or so, and PL gets up to the hard timing, then that's when they're really gonna be... Well, I wouldn't say unkillable. Troll is pretty decent against PL, and so is Wyvern, but it's gonna be very tough to deal with him. But not Armor PL unkillable.
Right. Troll comes back, Snapfire comes back. Just missing Toronto, Tokyo.
Nag-max siya ng axe.
Let's see. Blink Dagger for the Winter Wyvern next. The Battle Fury on the Troll. Very built on the TA going to the BKB next. BKB Butterfly Satanic. At the looks of it.
So he's just trying to go for a full... I'm gonna stand my ground and just fight you PL build.
Helm of the Overlord is also being shipped out.
Yeah, that's the big one. That is really when you start pressuring. Get the big creep. What's it gonna be? Dragon.
Ooh, TA speared up, and 9. He is far behind enemy lines, and they're gonna get this Aegis out of his hands immediately. They've got Dream Coil, and Mortimer's Kiss is down, and 9. He's in so much trouble. He's got a second time. Arena now with another spear that lands and hits on a Snake King. Make it a second.
Collapse is way too good, man. Collapse on his Mars is just way too good. I doubted the pick a little bit because of the laning phase, but he's proven me wrong, man. Like, his spell usage this game has just been absolutely insane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Really well done there by Spirit, but here comes the hook shot. You don't have TA, you don't have Winter Wyvern, but they want to get the kill here on Yatoro. He is stunned for Soul. Just gets the doppelganger away.
Wow.
And he'll survive with 150 health. Just enough to find himself an escape.
Man, just outplaying Tundra left and right. Every time they're just like a little bit ahead.
Where are you going?
It must be so frustrating when you're Tundra. You're so close every time, just like an inch. You know, like one more spell, one more anything. But they're like, nah, I don't want to die today. I'm good, thank you.
Means the Phantom Lancer is going to be able to continue that farm. Doesn't get stopped at all. That is not fun when you're on the side of Tundra.
Arena's back up in 5. 9 still no BKB. He has to be careful. You don't want to die the same way again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Poshka nearby, and of course Collapse also.
I've got the body blocks of Collapse on the Dragon too. I don't know. I just really enjoy watching Team Spirit play right now. It just feels like they're on a different level.
Let's see. Do they have an understanding of where they're at? They don't see Snaking with this ward in the river just yet, but the ward in the jungle, they can kind of guess as to where they are unless they TP down. They're not going to go that direction, though. They're going to continue to farm the jungle.
I mean, it's all about reaching a critical mass for PL. It always is with that hero.
And it's getting quicker and quicker. You see how much he's able to pull away from both the TA as well as the Troll, and maybe that's got a little bit to do with the fact that these 3 cores kind of farm up a lot of the map.
Yeah, also had to do with the fact that he literally just had a Midas minute 6 or something, because he just rushed for it. You can't get any more greedy. And he didn't die a single time. Completely got away with it.
Yeah. So what do you do to stop this Phantom Lancer, who is just out of control at the moment?
You need your BKB on Troll as well as TA. Then you're gonna start really aggressing towards the enemy territory.
We talk about the Phantom Lancer a lot, but of course Toronto Tokyo is there too, and he's got quite a bit of farm. They'll get the kill on Asaxa very quickly, with Collapse now having that shard. So Puck's keeping up with the off lane. Obviously they're giving up a lot of room here to Yatoro, but Toronto Tokyo, we've seen what he can do. He had the triple rampage in the previous game, and give him enough space and he'll make use of it. He may be pretending that, yeah, he's the illusion, trying to potentially bait them in.
Radiant's middle tower is
Has to be careful though. Doesn't want to overstep his boundaries. Like right now, PL is still, he's very strong if he's like just unchecked in a fight, but if they focus him, he dies very fast. Just 1400 health. And Troll with BKB will absolutely shred him. So has to be very careful how he approaches these fights.
Smoke up by Tundra. Come all the way through. Maposhka's the one who breaks the smoke, and we've said it before, we'll say it again. Using all your spells on an Enchantress isn't exactly the best feeling, and they're not even going to go for him. He's just able to walk away with Mira nearby. They've got this ob set up. They know what they want. They're going to try and defend this tier 2 tower. We'll see how much they're willing to throw in the way of them. Right now it's just Skitter going after it, but they've got the glyph, so
10 minutes.
from the other side, Sox is in trouble. They set up
Nice cookie!
they set up the cookie with the Dark Troll Summoner, and now they've got the Dream Coil. Spear forces the BKB, and Skitter will go to the TP out.
Man, outplaying again. They have no business taking these fights. They have a Troll with BKB. This tower was supposed to be free. And Yatoro's just farming the entire time.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's got the Manta being delivered. He's working on the
Guys, lag ba yung stream?
Yeah, got a shot as well. He is so rich. Sure, TA isn't much further behind, but TA is supposed to be ahead of the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah?
Not 1,000 gold behind.
Getting close to that critical mass, and Yatoro's going to take all this time that he wants, because he knows the rest of the team at the moment is doing a really good job of making sure that Tundra don't get much out of the map, right? Like, they didn't get the tier 2 over the top. Roche is down right now. There's no Aegis, so they could do what they want, just give Yatoro the space, and that's what they're doing. Fire Staff Cookie's not the right way, and now they've actually got the Winter's Curse, so that locks up Toronto Tokyo. The hook shot, the damage from the right click, they'll take him out! Double tap! They lose Saksa, but Yatoro's into this. And, well, 9 forced to pop the BKB. Again, another Fire Staff Cookie sending him back, but Yatoro not scared to maybe reinitiate on this one. 33 from behind.
Arena.
They've got the arena. No more BKB. Down goes 9. And they'll look for 33. Addition, subtraction, who knows? These numbers are falling off the map, though, and their prowess for mathematics are showing on the side of Spirit.
Yeah, PL is starting to get it. You can see his damage output is already insane. Now it's just the survivability where he's a little bit lacking. But if you can ever lock it on a target and they can't fight back, they just die immediately. They're looking for the troll too. Well, the Poshka is. Yeah, and Skeeter is out of there. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really fault Tundra for anything if Spirit is playing at this level. Like, it's actually insane. Every time there's a spot on with all the abilities.
They really haven't messed it up just yet.
It's kind of crazy to think about. They're only 2k ahead after all these crazy plays, right? Like, the draft is actually still favoring Tundra quite a bit, but they just completely outplay them every turn.
Push up in 45 seconds, and Tundra maybe not going to be as confident going over towards the Roche pit. They did not have Skitter in that last fight, though.
They did not, yeah. They need to get the next Roshan in 20 seconds. But Pia is already into the Reaver. Now they're all playing bot lane. If they scout Roche immediately, they can get it instantly.
The King of Destiny!
Or they can get snaking as well. Everyone's making their way to Roche Pit. Except Yatro, he's gonna be pushing.
Is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower is under
Traps
attack.
down, so it sees Roche. Aegis Shard.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
There's a bash on a troll now, which can be very strong if you can lock in on a target. But yeah, getting kited is a real worry of his. Just running into the pit. But they know. They have a lot of spam, they have to be careful. No Ench though, yeah, it looks like a free Roche again. What is it?
Oh, collapse! BKB! Oh, he got the Aegis and he got the kill! I cannot believe collapse! He is on fire today! Great Winter's Curse, locking up 3. Can they get anything out of this one? They've got themselves a Splitter Blast, but here comes the Astro! The BKB's been popped by 9. They're gonna go the other way with this one. The Phantom Lancer's gonna try and chase everything as well as 9. They go to the Primal Roar that hits onto the Phantom Lancer, but there's the blink from collapse. They land the spear and hits! Oh dear, oh may, oh my! They've got the Fire Staff cookie. Collapse is gonna survive,
the Aegis anyway.
and he's got the Aegis, so he has a second life. Skitter, there's no way out. Oh my God, collapse!
My thanks will come
Yeah.
later. When you
Collapses.
Oh my God!
I don't even know what to say. Like,
Radiant's middle tower.
we can just reiterate the fact that they're just outplaying them at every single turn. That Roshan was not supposed to go to the Dire, neither was the Aegis. They get both for free, losing nothing. Yatro into his heart now. What do you do?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I'd love to see that again. That was absolutely insane.
Is under attack.
We're gonna take a look. Collapse, grabs the Aegis, gets the kill on Roche. This is a good Winter's Curse, but look at the TA, unsure. Like, what am I doing here? BKB, I'm getting out.
Yeah, while Skitter actually went in with his.
Dire's bottom
Gets caught out of
tower is
position.
under attack.
Not a nice spear to finish. Bam. Loses his Aegis at the end, but whatever. You literally won.
His Aegis with Skitter having as much health as he did.
Yeah. He probably just won his team the game, to be honest. 33 running away with the movement speed bonus of the ult. Has a TP and... No, the spear's on cooldown. Okay. Not again. Not again, collapse. I thought he was gonna activate hacker mode and reduce the spear cooldown by 1 second real quick. Got it. That's how it looks like right now. Like, all the plays are just way too perfect. It's like a perfected AI program playing right now.
We need like tiny collapse cam.
Yeah. 100%.
He is really showing
Radiant's
off.
top tower is under attack.
Not only just in the last fight either, right? It has been like the entire game.
Yeah, yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
Which is kind of hard to believe, because usually in Dota there's so many like instances to make mistakes, right? But honestly, I can't say that I have seen Collapse make a mistake yet. He didn't miss a spear yet. His ults have been on point. Oh, maybe he missed the last in the laning phase. Oh no.
Darn. Tundra now down 10,000 net worth, and they're going to have to try and find a way back into this one. They've got Skitter moving forward. They have that shard on the TA, so that was the silence, but the hook shot misses.
There's a DD down there. That could potentially be an opening.
They have a shard on the Beastmaster. They do. So they do have the dive bomber, and that's going to come in, and it lands. It's on a collapse. BKB, Primal Roar, that's after the BKB, but do they have the damage? They've got the silence out of the Beastmaster. They get the kill to collapse. That's going to be an 8-time screen in the hands of Skitter. Skitter. Oh, he went into the ulti, the illusory orb. They get the Kona 33. They'll take out Sox at 2 years down on the side of Tundra. And these heroes on Tundra need to leave. Skitter.
9.
BKB on cooldown, already left. 9 with the BKB. He'll go to the Blink Dagger out. And Toronto Tokyo can only just watch, and so can Yatoro and his
Radiant's
illusions.
top tower is under attack.
No basher. When did the
Tignan mo,
snake?
PL back ata.
Still in the chase.
Still might just
He's
be
dead.
dead. The damage is intense.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The perma 40 agi from the Phantom Rush is, yeah, it's very insane when you can get on top of someone. Maposhka. Kisses are coming in. There's no BKB on Troll.
Yeah.
He's getting break down. No ult either.
You can't be
He's trying to do supports.
Oh no, Skitter!
He got crushed by 2 supports. Oh my god, no chance at all.
Na parang yung mga laro din, snowball lang. Like, marami atang games na yun, pointing pababa.
That's for sure.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Man, getting kited to hell and back.
Back again.
Oh my god, he also
they found TA phase shift. The damage not enough to kill Toronto Tokyo, and Maposhka's got a kill on 9.
Man, everything's just going wrong for Tundra. They seem a little bit checked out as well. Like, they just killed the troll in that area. Like, you don't really have any business there. I can't really blame them, and after getting outplayed so many times in a row, like, it must be very frustrating, very disheartening.
Yeah, no doubt.
Chase may jump in though. Jackie is there, hits a couple times on the oven, but he's got a lot of armor. FBZ turned upon. Do they have enough damage? Arteezy getting pummeled. They've got the ghosts all over him. No save. He gets the invis out. The Silver Edge gets him away.
I don't even know if you have the end.
Invisibility's invincible.
Now the puck's ahead of both your carries, or quote cores carries, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, and he has an A on this, so if he ever gets roared, makes a mistake, doesn't matter.
No, not at all.
Radiant's top tower is under
Level 25 on the Phantom Lancer already. Huh. Finishes Bloodthorn, so if he ever singles out any stunned target, they're just dead.
Phantom Lancer, he is at mass, critical mass with this Abyssal that's next.
He is enormous. Yeah. And you're dead.
Spear, yeah, BKB, he gets the ult off, but
for
what? The hook shot hits under the potion. They're gonna go after collapse. They've got the Winter's Curse. They're starting to do some damage here onto the Mars. They've got themselves the TA. Alright, they've got one, but 33, he falls. So 1 for 1 in the moment. Skitter trying to survive. He's got the Cone Embrace wrapped around him, but it's not really that great of a blanket, and not a blanket that's going to keep him safe. Everyone's got a safety blanket, and that one's not going to work for this Troll. Down goes Snaking. They look over at 9. They are deleting them one by one, and Saksa unable to get back into the base. They have fully team-wide Tundra. Spirit, they lose Collapse, they lose Mira, but that's it. And they call GG on the side of Tundra. Spirit will take it 2-0.
Yeah, absolutely no chance. Reminds me of exactly what LJ did today earlier as well. They just picked this PL, the draft doesn't look that good, they just completely run them over. Now that could mean 2 things, right? Are they just that much position, or is Phantom Lancer actually a sleeper hero that people actually didn't think was as strong as he really is?
He's been given 2 pretty interesting games. The first PL game felt more like wide open PL game, right? This one maybe not so much, but he played Ultra Greed and got away with it. That is insane.
Yeah.
Like Midas, 6 minutes in, straight Midas with a wand, no regen. Remember?
Sayang, patay sana yung BL.
I love this.
Get some good vision
Look,
out.
finds Yopaj.
Get some quick little eyes on him.
Boom naman.
Yeah, if you're not smoking, if you don't have like a Murano ulti or something, it's pretty hard to deal with.
And look at those 2 treants mid.
Yeah,
Dire are scanning.
they see everything.
Just punching some waves, you know?
Are they gonna block some camps too?
Well, he's giving vision for his ulti on the other waves too.
Oh no, it doesn't. Okay.
So he separates them, so like 2 treants go to this wave, 2 treants go to that wave, right? Like he catches the wave way before it's anywhere, and then he ultis on top of it. And then the treants can finish the wave.
This is like Naga of old. It's all coming back again.
Yeah.
He did another round of sending them all out.
You can see when Yopaj does a Tiebringer though, because all these little pink dots just disappear off the map
That's
at once.
true. Alright, they have full vision. Everybody knows where they are. And I mean, the question is, what can you do with that vision? Because this is such a game where it's clear the advantage that EG has is Night Stalker, Treants all over the place, Zeus ulti, right? So if they can find that perfect fight, it's great. But are Boom going to be in a position where you can take advantage of that? And, you know, the later this game goes, as the long day has gone on, team coming in from far away, some jet lag maybe, got some home court advantage for EG, maybe you find yourself in a position where everybody gets caught in a curse. Maybe everybody gets caught with an avalanche, and it can go south just like that.
Yeah, we haven't seen an actual like offensive curse, as it were, very much this game. You know, like this, and that can just happen at some point, especially as the BKB start to wear down, and especially if you're a little bit reluctant to pop it right away, like it has already happened. So you're stuck in a little bit of an issue here. If you pop the BKB too early, maybe there's like a super quality curse that gets lashed on top of you, then you waste your whole BKB.
Right.
If you pop it too late, you take 2,000 damage from just with everything stacked together. It could actually be 2k damage if the Tiny catches you with Thunder God's Wrath and a good Wrath of Nature. Whew.
Yeah. Well, and you have the Blink Dagger done on Wyvern. You've got that vision that you're going to get from the Zeus. It really can turn in its head in a second. And this, I mean, for how long has it been now? Let's see. We're basically at this 5k gold lead since 15 minutes. So the past 20 minutes, it has all been into the favor of Boom, and it could turn around in a second after the long wait. It's kind of wild. The other thing is that while Yopaj has so much control and a good chunk of damage, it is kind of awkward, right? You've got Hex, Orchid, you know, with a BKB. There's not actually that much plus damage.
And essence, right? I mean, he's pressing a lot of buttons with this plus damage.
True.
Alright,
That's the thing you pointed out.
Nah, don't worry. I want to make sure all the buttons are accounted for here.
True.
I do think the control's important though, because he has, DP and TA. And...
So he has Blink Hex now.
All right. Okay. Fire that out.
Nightfall spots an arrow, jumps in right at the start. Ulti's ready. Marcy caught. Abba toss, catching FPZ. He is gonna get dropped as they run him down one by one. The curse is there though. They got him. FPZ done. The blink comes out afterwards, but 2 dead, just like that. Nightfall.
That was gem. That was huge.
Able to dodge the torrent. Looking for more now. Can't overextend though.
Yeah, just get the wards. All right.
Wow.
Now, okay. Now somebody get a fake Roche. Get rid of that thing. Yeah. Now they don't know. Good.
It's a long respawn.
Yes, unfortunately for them. Any Boom fans who've gone up early, your spirit power has kept this Roche spawning late. Well done. Good job down there in C. Keeping their hopes alive. So that Aegis was handed over to EG right now. That could be pretty bad for your old TA. I feel like Jackie really wants in the next engagement. Jackie also looking towards the Swift Blink.
Right.
Terrifying item.
It's true. I mean, that's the other thing, right? We talk about how EG's waited this long for this moment. They get the fight win, and then it's a long Roche respawn. But the other thing that's going on is if Boom win one fight, their entire base is going to drop so quickly. They have to have buybacks ready. Buybacks are going to become the most important thing in this game over the next couple of minutes.
Buybacks and cooldowns. And of course, they obviously are funding around the day and night cycle for the Night Stalker, and that curse, you already saw it. They barely got that DP.
Right.
Certainly going to be necessary. And that makes the refreshers now coming out, right? That's sort of the idea that happens when these BKBs wear low and the game gets later.
Yeah.
Particularly for someone like a Death Prophet, but FPZ not really in that category of possibility if he wants to save for buyback. He's also eyeing up perhaps a Blink. Do I need a Yules? Do I want to, do I want to go back for that refresher?
Oh, and that was interesting. So first of all, buyback status there, like you're talking about, it's just the Kunkka and the NP that don't have it. But then outside of that, we also see that for the TA going on in for that talent as well. So has 25 ready to go.
That's kind of scary. Yeah, it's well and away the only 25. The next closest will be Yopaj.
So we'll be able to get those blinks off more likely than not. NP finishing off the Satanic.
Yeah, it's actually not that great of a game of breaking refraction instances. I feel like there's usually one hero that really messes them up, but there's not really this game.
It's like Avalanche.
Yeah, and like Arctic Burn, I guess, or
yeah, it's not great.
Some decent hits.
All right, natural daytime, and Roche respawned.
Oh, and they're smoking. They're going. That was the Wrath of Nature.
Looking for it. They find crit right at the start. He does have buyback if they want to jump him. Blow him all the way up, but the turn is there. EG starting to beat away onto Marcy. Meanwhile, they keep back on the other side to fight the Rubik's dead. Do they have enough to bring down our torrent though? The torrent is there. It's enough, but the save, the cold embrace, it's
BKB running low.
That was the bash that they needed.
Oh!
But the refraction instances.
Oh, they're too good!
The refraction instances. Meanwhile, trying to TP out, but they find him. They get control. Kunkka dead, 95 seconds.
Oh, the prioritization there from EG where they jump the supports. Nightfall just chasing down Schem, removing him from the fight before he can really do anything to try and help out there as Arteezy completely ignores TA and just right-clicks Marcy to death. Huge, because like Tim's was doing everything in this early game. He's 0-5-7 now. That's so hard to believe with how he started.
I don't know if they can take this Roche. They need Arteezy. He doesn't have buyback. I don't know if you would want to buy back anyways.
Their sustained damage is pretty
it's so
weak.
bad.
God,
that's so important too. I mean, they're going to have more time, right? Because DP will be back up at 30. The bottom lane's pushing in. They need to deal with this. So probably Artorias is in right away.
It's just standing there menacingly.
Kill the trap. Jackie, Ava. Ooh, toss, not going to be back in time.
Ava.
Gotta be careful. Starting to bring them down. Still 10 seconds. Jackie is up front and center.
Dude, what are these refractions?
It's so insane. They need to get an urn. Like late game urn, let's go. Get a spirit vessel. Get rid of these things.
Actually goes. Well, that's not what I expected. For the fight to actually end and no one able to claim the Roche.
I know.
And an Aghanims too. I don't even know who wants it on EG. I mean, Prophet will be kind of cool.
Yeah. I feel like Tiny maybe.
Well, he already has it.
Oh, he does.
Oh,
You're
you say like,
Never
yeah.
mind. Night Stalker gets some more wave clear. Wyvern's kind of meh.
Yeah, Wyvern's pretty meh with the items he has. Yeah, I think it's just.
It might be Night Stalker. I haven't seen that one in forever.
I mean, considering how much he's just running down the supports, it could be good. Although there is finally the fresh BKB on Tim's.
Okay.
His game has begun.
42 minutes in.
Yeah, like he had like a 20-minute hiatus where he just couldn't play.
NP Treant's going out, not seen anybody yet. They throw the tree volley off.
Oops.
Also, the Aeon Disc done now for Rubik. Chasing.
Dude, I think they saw.
The side, Tims, they find Fly. Has to jump away, gets out of there just in time. And now, Kunkka, Core Leash, down to no HP. The turn on Fortune, trying to blow her up. Do they have enough? On the other side, they get the winner's curse. Jackie hitting from the other angle. Jumps into the midst of all of them, but Zeus ulti afterwards.
Arteezy's back.
Trying to get away. They're right on top of Arteezy. Jumps back in, and now the tree volley, another round of it. But Jackie still standing tall, held on to the BKB that entire time. They keep everybody fine and dandy as they retreat away. Boom. Can they take Roche? I don't think so. It's so scary into this.
I think they saw the Cloak of Flames on Tim's because they pinged it and they drew the line as the exact angle they were taking, and that's why Fly was sitting at that staircase.
Damn.
Because the creep wave was burning and they pinged and drew. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Great positioning. I also did love the play from Tim. So see what he did? He blinked onto the pillar to drop the ward, and then someone was nearby, so he rebounded off of them.
That's good.
So like a quick way to get that vision to start the fight, because everyone just wards the pillars. Yeah. Every late game engagement lately, that is the meta as we stand, because they're just so powerful.
All right. 44 minutes in, it's still just 1,000 gold separating these teams. Boom were in control for so long. EG fighting back now. The last couple of fights have gone their way. With a couple key pickoffs.
I think they need this game. I think, like, you know, just mentally, 0-3, you're down in this game for a little bit too. It's feeling kind of rough, but you claw your way back. Ovid has this terrible start, finds his mid-game, amazing toss plays.
May PM ako, Boss Louie. Sige, Aldrin, check ko.
Not able to quite close it, but still looking really strong. And EG just, they gotta find this win, or they're gonna be in trouble.
The mental's definitely for winning a game like this, after a day like this.
Yeah.
Suddenly you cannot feel, you don't feel as bad about the day, I feel like.
Yeah, Boom goes down there like, yeah, you know, we got some W's earlier, it's fine.
You're like, yeah, it was Dawnbreaker.
1-1, yeah.
Whatever, you know.
But, you know, if they can come back and clutch it, that's also pretty amazing for their mental going forward, because it's one thing to have these games where they're sort of like playing fast and winning off of the Opage Ember. If they can clutch out a late game versus a team like EG, that sort of like elevates you, you know? Like, not to say that Boom's on even much of a lower level, obviously, because they just won the last game, but in more of the complete Dota package
Right.
This rounds them out greatly if they can win this.
You dominate a region, you come to these international tournaments to test yourselves against the best in the other regions. And if you can come out on top, that tells you something about yourself as a team. And that's what they're hoping to find here.
At 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Of 1K difference.
Dude. And only 13 and 19, that's the other thing. Game getting a little bit crazy here. Buyback, only hero that doesn't have it is Rubik.
Oh, yo, Nightfall's getting scary.
Yeah, he's getting some items.
He's getting the Moonshard with the Basher.
Extra vision.
And he might get into 25.
The extra night vision on Moonshard.
It's too strong.
Yeah, the 25 is also pretty awesome. And the constant pressure along each of these side lanes as well. You can see Jackie pressuring it out.
I can't believe this Roche just became a non-factor.
I know.
Jackie's like hitting this bottom lane down here. I'm just like, how?
You know, I wonder, Jackie's got to go for at some point getting the Aghanims himself too, right?
Yeah, he's got the bots, so...
I guess that you can also get it on Roche. So.
I think between the bots and the X-Mark, they should be okay.
Nagpe-Facebook lang kasi ako pag nag-stream.
It's good on a lot of their heroes, actually.
Yeah, Radiant getting the Aghanims. I'm down for anyone, except for Marcy. Sorry, Marcy.
Fair enough.
You're out on that one.
How close is she to 25? She's only 20. Yeah. Never mind. It's a ways away. Because that's one of those two that makes a big difference. Getting that spell immunity is so good. Refresher Kunkka. Double blink, double hex.
Yeah. Now his itemization is just perfect for a refresher.
Double ghost shit fleet.
And then and then he's gonna get eggs, right? And then
oh my goodness.
Yeah, you definitely give him eggs now.
The dream. Let's see it. EG looking for a fight.
I mean, I heard there were a lot of water parks in Arlington with the heat.
Right.
This guy, I'd like to go hang out with this guy right now.
It's true. Making the torrents go. Also getting into that overwhelming blink afterwards. But you can see, like, I mean, both of these teams, we talked about how important this match is. They can feel the tension here.
Imagine if he died.
And we got Jackie trying to find something. Arteezy's over there to the side too.
So, which tier 5 items do you like, bud?
You think we're getting there?
I mean, look what we're doing.
I know, it's true. Nobody wants to battle.
What changes in this game? The Roche is up.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the thing where you go, oh, we're just waiting for Roche.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a caster.
We might just chill forever. That's a very good point. Listen, we were talking about how we were the fast crew. We were line B was going to be done before everybody else. We just had to open our mouths. This is the best. This is what you want at the major. And now Rubik will have buyback again. And getting set up for maybe that being the point where they want to try and go for something. But to be honest, I kind of wonder, is there really an item that changes things for any of these teams? I don't know if there is. Like, what's their go item? It's nothing.
More safety, I guess. Yeah. Or maybe smokes. Maybe we're just waiting on smokes.
Well, that is a smoke up now from EG. They have Blink Hex done on Tiny. Who gets the jump first?
Oh, God.
Break it. Smoke up, smoke. Ahmed jumps in, finds him right at the start. MPT in trouble from the lift afterwards. Keeps him alive. Arteezy, he's focused. Nightfall can't find a target, but the save comes out. The fear, the bone. It's going to be enough. Winter's Curse not connecting on anybody. And just like that, they lost Arteezy. The buyback came onto Marcy. They jump forward looking for more now. Crit jumps into all of them. Silence needs to get away, needs to hide. The good avalanche, but it's not going to be enough. Crit controlled, dead. EG, they bought back on Arteezy. He can't afford to go down right now. The X is out. The water park, it's blind, but the Satanic trying to survive through it. Will he be able to do enough? There's the Yule Scepter, the walk away, and Nightfall stuck over there on a cliff. It wasn't Arteezy this time, it was Nightfall, and they're going to lose them all.
Oh, it was such a hard call there, too, with Arteezy going down right away. He got chainstunned to begin, couldn't get any damage, and then he held off the buyback for the longest time.
Yeah.
Right? EG's like kind of running around. They're not sure if the fight's going to go well. That's it. I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh, my goodness. GG, and a heartbreaking loss after fighting back for so long and staying even in that game. Solid. Come out with the victory, and they got to be above the moon right now. Nope.
Anong game to?
They are circling around the triangle again though.
He spotted Imperial Blade, and Illuminate does fly through it. With the Spirit Vessel.
Oh, Enigma. Great pact into pipe. Not the item that we see, but he understood.
And Beast Coast not out of this game yet. Still trying to find a way to push forward and get back into this game number 2.
Yeah, I mean they're inching towards the point where K1 is going to be fairly relevant, although I say that it's pretty dire straits when your Bloodseeker is below the level for your sport Tiny, and you saw that as well. Vajir is 15.
Yeah.
K1 and Chris Luck are 14. How did Gojira get all these levels? He's been dying.
I think he just spent so much time farming that Blink. And yeah, maybe the tubes. Bot lane, Whisper. BKB TP away is going to make it. Gojira. He was spotted there by Lace, but the chase was on. Gojira is hanging around for a long time here on that Tiny. Very confidently, but he's going to get the vision down now onto that Tiny, and Speed and Strong trying for the jump in, but a quick pick up from the Tiny is going to be enough to get him out of there. Another smoke out, Na'Vi. Not done yet, not a bit more, and they're going to find K1. Perfect scan out here as Michu and Primal springs the wrong way again, but K1, he's going to BKB up and trying to fight this. DP out with the BKB, and he is going to make it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not just started to lock him down, but really just burst him down, and with that, he's going to be fine.
A BKB charge for an escape, big fuel to lose, down to 7 seconds now. Are trying to clear out the ancient army. You have in solo, you at least find a couple of creeps for their trouble. You have to admire with the Chen as well that just by a shard you can pick up all the ancients you want. You don't need a stupid Helm of the Overlord. You just need 1,400 gold here, Mikey.
Sounds very balanced to me, John. Very, very balanced indeed. And to be fair, again, Solo, I mean, he's just been, it feels like he's been farming all game, right? Like, he's just, he hasn't really gotten that involved yet. Like you mentioned it, he gets a few auras, he presses R, he's happy with that. That's his job.
Pretty much. And it has been impactful enough. And it's a couple times to see some of his creeps can get some good plays out. Na'Vi in a good position to take that next rush, 5 seconds away. Are just kind of set up for it really nicely. They've got the flying heartbeat creep here as well to get some vision out. Roshan is up. They should have a good idea to kind of get control and just kind of line up for the high ground. They haven't made any in-ways on the map since taking that tier 2 bot, so Beast Coast, all things considered, have played this game well enough to stall out more. You're not losing any further map control. Build-up is coming out for Hector, and
well, there goes Gojira. They found the Tiny once again. Can't really blame him. It's kind of hard to survive.
It is. It almost feels like a horror game. If Na'Vi just shows up here, kind of dead. If this speedy old man, as you call him, shows up, I would like to say Speedy Senior, because it's all it sounds much more fun. Is Speedy Senior even appropriate? Can I call? You know, he is a very Speedy Senior, to be fair, right? He is.
John, I don't know what you're thinking of that might be inappropriate, but I'd like you to get your mind wherever. Get it out of there, John. Wherever it is, just get it out. K1. Well, he's going to get out of here too, John, but look, there's no chance of that happening. He's going to stop. We'll spot. He finds to walk out, but they've had enough. It looks like they might try for Roshan instead. Roshan and Aegis are up, but they should have a look around here. Vichun. Take the Roshan pit. We'll spot it out and be another Roshan to go the way of Na'Vi. This time Beast Coast. Wait for the Roshan pit.
You know, I didn't realize one of these ancients has a CDR reduction, cooldown reduction aura. I did not realize. Yeah, 10% for everyone. That's super fun. Absolutely.
I guess it's not too bad. It's only 10%, you know? Still puts the whole
It is good, right? Like that's the entire team. That's really damn good, and CDR stacks. So if someone has an off green, you better hope your Chen's gonna pick up that tasty treat for you.
Here we go again. The fight to break out. Waiting strong is there onto the Wind Ranger, and well, it looks like that's already one gone. Though Chris Luck is going to BKB up and try to survive through it and barely make it out. But now he's stuck with RB knowing this. Might keep swinging forward onto Whisper this time around. They want the tip of the V-Tune. He's dropping rather low, but they've already found K1 on the Bloodseek. He's just gone onto the Tiny. Now Gojira, no way of surviving. He's going to drop to boot and Na'Vi. Certainly looking at high ground now. They do move in. They found Chris Luck once again. No BKB available this time around, and with the shallow grave. Once they go to the T3 tower, see how fast Na'Vi can this one up.
Doesn't feel like it's gonna take too long. And high ground defense of East Coast just isn't that amazing. They're kind of lacking wide team fight control. They're still sort of reliant on this rupturing a target that's waiting to blink. And Navi realize that, just go straight.
Here we go. Castle's gone. Sting up, trying to get a little bit closer, maybe a poison sting, but is going to get punished for it as Na'Vi. That tier 3 tower. Throws out from Sweden strong, and now the jumping from Gojira, but K1, look at this man Mel.
Speaking banda na siya, skip to 0. Sobrang malas pag nagbebet ako sa boom, laging talo.
Getting worse. They've had enough. A messy game for Beast Coast. Well, for Na'Vi, John, it was a rather clean affair from the Diner end. I don't think it was really too tough for them whatsoever. They had to lead the whole time.
Clean on Na'Vi this time around. They have a much more active core for V-Tune to play on in comparison to his AM. So they had this Monkey King that was willing to show up, that was willing to make plays. And I think the big issue for Beast Coast was one, Timbersaw. You know, Whisper loves his Timp. He's one of the best players in that here. It's just it's really not in a good spot, I think, as we've seen all across regions where Timbersaw has been picked up, except for, I guess the one exception must be Omar on OG, but it didn't quite do enough. It didn't do what it wanted there. The lane matchup wasn't that great up against the Monkey King. V-Tune was just allowed to kind of farm up as he wanted. And then this Chris Luck Wind Ranger. Like, you pick the Wind Ranger into the Coddle, right? Like, the Coddle just has a really good time down mid. You don't really care for the Wind Ranger coming out there. You just farm up, and the Coddle farms a lot faster than the Wind Ranger. You had so much sustain coming out from Na'Vi. Like, you have this solo Chen that literally just solos in the jungle, and no one really punished that. They get rotating with Gojira early from Beast Coast because they've got the Timbersaw off. They know it won't die. But the rotations down bot also fell flat. I think Gojira went in at level 2. They didn't even have like the full complement of burst that you could play with there. And at that point, Lace already got what he wants from the lane. So I think just these issues with the draft, the way that the draft from Beast Coast had to connect was just so much tougher. You mentioned this earlier on, Mike, but the execution Beast Coast had to do to get this draft successfully was a lot tougher than it would take for Na'Vi.
It certainly was, John. And well, with that, sadly, that is it for the day for Stream B. We are completely done, but of course we'll be back tomorrow for some more great major Dota, Jonathan. It's been a very, very fun day. Till then, though, it is an LP Dota. John Exponent. It's an absolute pleasure. Tune in tomorrow.
That's a long time in Dota.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That is forever.
Naro pa pala, East Coast namin. Pero feeling ko pass na, guys. Gagawin ba sa kahit ba sa sobrang antok ka na. Nabaliktad pa nga ata to. Ano ng 5K, oh. Tapos na rin pala to. Makikita natin nila sila na. Alam mo, ikot ay baba. Kaya ko ba yun? Guys, mamaya na lang ulit guys. Good ball, good luck, good luck sa inyo guys.